Hi, welcome to the second episode of Decoding Central Asia. I'm your Kebulan, and today we are tackling the most fundamental question: where exactly is Central Asia? Let's define Central Asia. According to the UN and widely accepted international standards and organizations, Central Asia consists of these 5 countries: Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Tajikistan. This definition became the standard after the Soviet Union's collapse in 1991, when the leaders of the former Soviet Central Asian republics officially stated that Kazakhstan should be included alongside the original 4. Some scholars put Afghanistan as well in Central Asia, but we prefer to work with these 5 countries that are defined by the United Nations. And here is where it gets interesting. Not everyone in the region is comfortable with being called Asians. I recently posted a thread about an interesting diplomatic moment involving Richard Boucher and his memories of Kazakhstan's former president Nursultan Nazarbayev. The incident happened in May 2006 during Vice President Dick Cheney's official visit to Kazakhstan. Picture this: a grandiose state banquet with gold-plated cutlery, huge hall, massive table. Throughout the evening, Nazarbayev nudged Cheney twice, pointing at Boucher across the room and says, "Boucher, that Boucher thinks we're Asians. We are not. We are Europeans." At the end of the banquet, Nazarbayev approached Boucher and wrapped an arm around his shoulders and said, "Now that you understand my point, we can work together." What does this actually tell us? The responses to my thread were fascinating. Many people, especially ethnic Kazakhs, struggle with accepting their own geographic and cultural identity. And this is a big problem. There is this complex relationship with being called Asian. Some want to distance themselves from it entirely. Some were saying we are something in between Asians and Europeans. Some were saying Kazakh language is similar to European languages rather than to Asian languages, which is absolutely not true. This isn't just about Kazakhstan. It reflects a broader identity crisis across other Central Asian countries. Are these countries a backwater of Europe linked to Russia? Or are they truly Asian? Or are they something entirely their own? But in geographic terms, these 5 nations are definitely in Asia. In the heart of Eurasian landmass, even if some leaders make these kind of statements, these countries are still in Asia. So Nazarbayev himself later announced the Path to Europe policy in 2008, telling Boucher that we know the path to Europe, also the path to the United States. The message was clear. Geography might say one thing, but political and economic aspirations pointed elsewhere. So let's be clear about what we're talking about when we say Central Asia. These 5 countries, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Tajikistan, have a combined population of approximately 83.6 million people as of 2025. If you want to have a breakdown, Uzbekistan is 36.4 million, Kazakhstan is 20.6 million, Tajikistan is 10.6 million, Turkmenistan is 7.5 million, and Kyrgyzstan is 7.2 million. And all of these countries are Central Asian countries. And this is roughly just 1% of the world population at the moment. So the question, where is exactly Central Asia, is not about geography. It is about identity, politics, and how region sees itself in relation to the world. That's it for today's episode of Decoding Central Asia. If you found this interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you think Central Asian countries should embrace their Asian identity, or is their desire to be seen and considered as European understandable? If you're from Central Asia, I'll be even more glad to hear your opinion. Thank you for watching and see you next time.